The Secret of Moksha, lesson number 5. How to benefit from your spiritual practices to improve the quality of your life. Tomorrow, I will be launching my latest book, The Secret of Moksha, a direct guide to attain liberation and free yourself from all sorrows, even if life has been unfair to you. Now, this is going to be 143 pages and will be the best content in liberation you have ever read in your life. It's going to retail at $9.97, but for the first week after enrollment begins, it will be available to you for $4.97. I had sent you the first 4 lessons, so here is lesson number 5. Now here, with all the dogmatism of brevity, are the 10 things I have learned that will help you benefit from your spiritual practices to improve the quality of life. The most important decision. I have learned that the effect of spiritual practices in your personal life depends more on this decision than any other. What is your relationship to Ishwara? Is he in your mind? Is he in heaven? Is he in your heart? Is he in everyone's heart? Is he in yourself? Is he yourself? The results of your spiritual practices depends less on the depth of spiritual experiences you gain than how close your relationship with Ishwara is. It follows that your ability to merge your mind into Bhagavan should be learned and practiced before beginning your spiritual practice. Study is vital. Look before you leap. Second, source matters. The second important decision is this. What should you know before you begin your spiritual practice? Knowledge is not adding information to your intellect. It is about removing ignorance from it. Most sources matter nothing. Put it simply, they don't know to teach. In the history of humanity, there were many great men and women born. However, only 3 stand out in the ability to teach without crowding the intellect. They knew the power of words. Krishna in the Bhagavad Gita in 90 minutes took a totally lost and heartbroken and fearful Arjuna and made him a hero. He did that simply through words. Adi Shankaracharya, before the age of 10, completed his commentary on the highest teachings of Vedanta, Upanishads and Bhagavad Gita. There is none who can hold a candle against his power of expressing the truth. He immortalized words into effects. The great Vivekananda was a North Star. Blessed by the grace of Ramakrishna, I would say, Christ said, my words are spirit and so they are life. My words are spirit and they will burn their way into your heads and change your life. Words are the strength of your spirit. Words destroy ignorance in the thoughts. What you read, you become. What you listen, you become. The best teachers know that. They take the teaching very seriously. Krishna was not dancing and cracking jokes when he was teaching. There is a place for humor in teachings, but most spiritual seekers have been fooled by teachers who have diluted the teachings to appeal to the masses. They have created an emotional God that only makes you weep and dance, but never liberate yourself. Source matters. I've spent 25 years learning from these 3 best teachers and perfecting the expression of the art through written words. Number 3, the power of visualization. The success of your spiritual journey lies in your ability to visualize. Unfortunately, this is never taught, and most don't even know what it means to visualize. Law of attraction destroyed visualization and lowered its standards. The spiritual practice which is not accompanied by visualization is a failure even if you get everything else right. You will be surprised to note that your last moments of your life is a visualization, not a thought. The quality of your visualization will determine the speed of getting God's grace and changing your destiny. Speed and practice is vital. Number 4, don't be a spiritual jerk. Most carry the false idea that if they do their duties properly and meditate or pray, they have fulfilled the purpose of life. Maya gobbles up the best spiritual seeker in 4 seconds. The laziness is not studying the power of Maya, and bloating one's own intellectual knowledge leads to utter disaster. Maya, when studied correctly from the right source, frees you up permanently from dangerous situations of life. It is the most rewarding study. Most think Maya is an illusion and close their minds to the idea of Maya. Don't be a spiritual jerk. All your many decades and lifetimes of spiritual practices amount to nothing without the right study of Maya. Number 5, avoid Google and YouTube. Google is not your partner in spirituality. Anyone today can write a book or write 24 best practices in spirituality or make a video and it may come on the top page of Google. The answers you discover in Google and YouTube will satisfy your intellect and silence your mind, but they don't have the power to tear the veils of Maya and free yourself. Your relationship to God will. Number 6, a first class ticket. If you don't love God, it is better to abandon spirituality and live a happy life. Love for yourself, love for God is the golden ticket that will help you withstand the harsh blows of life and commit you to reaching the goal of life. Love for God is the secret sauce that Bhagavan seeds in you to stitch a broken heart. It is very important to discover ways to increase your love for God to amazing heights. Study and practice is very vital. Number 7, family. The majority of spiritual seekers are not monks. The best spiritual seekers don't talk about promoting peace in the world. They discover ways to seed dharma in every home. When a house is broken, peace in the world is born. That is the slogan of those in power and the spiritual teachers who lie at their feet. When there is peace at home, no fool talks about world peace. You cannot avoid family drama. No amount of being careful will help you. You will get into trouble eventually, and for many, it is a daily affair. Most teachings will not work. In dealing with family, you should use common sense more than spirituality. And there will come a time in your life, if you establish a very close relationship with Bhagavan, that by just entering into any family, the fights in that house will stop and trouble will end. Each of you will get that power when you commit to liberation. Number 8, stop controlling the mind. This is the most important thing. Detachment and withdrawal has to go. Stop it. It is not working anymore. Be bold. You are the self. The death of the body is not the death of the self. The changes in the body does not cause changes in the self. Learn the greatest skill of bringing the power of deep sleep and dream into the waking state. This skill is greater than walking on water, flying on air, bringing dead to life. You are bliss unbroken. You have to take responsibility for repairing your life, fulfilling your highest goals, and moving ahead with God's grace despite all the 108 million problems hanging in your neck. Number 9, easy to read and implement. Spirit cannot be understood, so reading is to remember, not to understand. When you try to understand, you destroy the essence of the teaching. This is the reason most take many lifetimes to bring one spiritual truth into their life. Knowing something is one thing and bringing it into your daily life and seeing positive results in another. When you stop understanding and start listening to the words, magic happens. The Secret of Moksha will brainwash you and guide you in this direction. It is 147 pages, nothing to understand. Small chapters, as you read and reread, the Gordian's knot will untie magically. Your soul will separate from the causal body, mind and senses. Number 10, the secret of confidence. Most people who are successful, the confidence comes from the things that they have achieved and the skills that they still possess. They forget that all this can be taken away in split seconds. When it happens, the same folks whom the world admires sit and cry like a baby and destroy themselves. All their willpower and practices don't come to the rescue. Nothing works in the worst of times. The great ones don't rely on past experiences and skills to build confidence. They use them only to increase it, not to build confidence. And they source their confidence from only one place, the relationship to God, to their soul. They never lose it, so no outside circumstances can destroy them. They struggle, but they cannot be destroyed. Is this all that I learned? Tomorrow you will get the opportunity to begin a new chapter in your life. It will be the dawn of a new sun rising. The Secret of Moksha will be priced at 50% discount for $497 and will be open for 5 days. You will have the option of 1 payment, 2 payment and 3 payment option. For the early birds, I have some very special bonus. I promise you it will be the best words that will enter your heart and take away all your sorrow and sadness. Thank you, and God bless.